Louder!
And it's time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And welcome back, Gorehounds, to another amazing episode of the Gore N More podcast.
Nice.
That was a good one.
That was
Thank you,
good.
sir.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Today is, oh man, we're gonna have a fluffy episode today. But let's see what we got today. Today is July 18th, 2022, and get the shears out, boys, because we got to do some trimming.
Yeah.
This fucking delicious episode
That old
today.
bush.
Oh man. But before we do all that, we're gonna bring this shit show in like we always fucking do. Let me introduce my homies as we are supposed to do, starting with the Dark Lord himself, the Chad Daddy, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Thank you, buddy. We have the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steven Vasquez.
Hello, all.
And that meat mountain himself, that killing machine, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Bobby.
Fantastic.
Bobby.
Like I said, today's the 18th, man. We are on episode 198. Woo! We are fucking getting there, gentlemen. It is
so close.
ridiculous.
Close, buddy.
Good morning, Mr. Brody.
Shout out to
Uh-oh. Facebook
what
is
he's
banned. He is on YouTube. All right.
Oh, bro.
I was banned
Oh.
off of Facebook yesterday, Brody, so I feel your pain.
His old cover photo got him banned.
Dirty, dirty, dirty motherfuckers. Alrighty. So before we get into this fantastic episode is what I'm hoping for today, we're going to talk about what the fuck we did last week. So Bobby, if you want to start us off and we'll go counter.
Actually, whoa.
You know what?
Breaks on.
That was
No,
a bad mistake right there.
And when
It was.
before you guys came on, he even said we've got scuba on tonight, so don't have to have
I did.
variant scuba.
You know what it is, man? I blame that apple fritter, man. That shit was
It was
just
the apple fritter. Get
Stop
you every
blaming the
damn time.
food you ate, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your
Ooh, a little
God
extra heart.
damn,
there.
that was
Ooh, that was like Michael Anthony style.
That was magnifique.
oh
That's
yeah,
all I got,
buddy.
baby. I'm out. That was all my energy. That's all done.
All right,
Damn.
so Bobby, you started off, and we'll let Scoob recharge over there. We give him a sensu bean. He'll be good.
Okay, I got this. So, this past weekend, last week was all work pretty much, and this weekend I had 2 barbecues. One with my girlfriend's family, and then Sunday was with my brother's friends and all that. So I was busy running around all weekend. That was literally it. It was me and my girlfriend running around to barbecues and eating food and drinking and all of that fun stuff and not paying attention to much else. That was really about it. And I got to watch this this wonderful movie
Hell yeah!
Thank
Just
you,
before-
Scoobs.
just before I actually, I'm not gonna lie, just finished it, and it was worth every minute of watching it. Like, oh my fucking god, I'm literally gonna keep this short because I can't wait to get into this. So, Steve, are you recharged yet?
I am. Let's go.
So give it to Steve.
Thing. I did nothing. I laid in bed and I literally regenerated. I had surgery on my wiener. Maybe too much TMI for most of y'all, but I did. It's what I did, and I just recuperated all week long. I did nothing. I was high as shit. It was great. I'm here.
Yeah,
Let's rock
buddy.
and roll. Chad Daddy, take it away.
Like you, I didn't do shit either. I finished the Fractured Butthole game and looked for something else to play. I started playing Call of Cthulhu. I'm not really that into it, so I decided to go back.
I tried it too. It was a little slower for what I wanted.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. I mean, I love
Fair enough.
Lovecraft. I just couldn't really get into the
Mhm.
game, so I decided to go back and re-download Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Oh, nice.
That's,
Good one.
that's been a fun revisit, and played a little bit of the new Evil Dead update.
Yeah,
Which
boy.
I have to
I
say,
haven't,
like,
I haven't played it yet.
I'm disappointed
Really?
because they added the exploration mode, which is a really cool feature. You get to go and explore the maps, but it does not
It
let
is.
you pick the map.
Correct. So why? It's just
Yeah.
random exploration. So now every time you got to load in to get the actual map, you fucking want to maybe explore.
Yeah,
Well,
because
Like
everybody's
it
gonna
is.
wanna-
Now it is cool because I
Yeah,
don't know if you actually checked it out, Chad Daddy, because they still throw demons and shit at you.
Oh
just
no, I
to,
did
like,
play it. I did.
Yeah. So it's
Although-
not like just literally just walk around the map. Just
But it would be
doing
nice if
nothing
you
but-
could. It would be nice if you could actually get some kind of achievement, excuse me, or something out of it versus just exploring. You don't get any experience. You don't get anything.
you should get experience for killing the demons, honestly. Even if it's weak experience, like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like half experience, something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a fun little feature. And then, like I was saying in the chat, there are 2 new skins that you have to pay extra for, even if you have the season pass.
That's a little, yeah. I mean,
I don't like when
Is
games
that-
do that, but
That was it. What? King Arthur and Red, right? Eric the Red. Is
no,
that-
no.
is-
Those are included in the season pass. It's a different one. It's
Oh.
S-Smart Ash, and there's a different one.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So Army of Darkness probably Ash for S-Mart.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's another one. But I guess they were originally for
Production
people that
cut.
pre-ordered the game, and they
okay.
unlocked them for everyone else, and you have to pay extra, which is kind of cool because I wish they would have done that with Friday the 13th, where you could get Savini Jason.
that
Right?
would have been nice.
Dude, I need to download the mods because I was just I don't want to throw too much into this, but man, like I looked at the fully modded version of that shit right now, and boy, they added fucking every Jason. They even got my fucking Freddy versus Jason, and I was like,
Nice.
yeah, he's looking
Ooh,
fucking dope.
nice.
And oh man, it looks so good. Like I'm
The
like,
funny
I
thing
gotta-
is, Gun Media originally said if they caught anybody playing with mods, they were going to ban them for life, and now they just don't give a shit.
No,
They don't
because
give a
they
shit
can't do
because
any
it's
shit.
It's a dead game. That's why.
It
Though.
is.
You know what? They're
Right.
not making money off of it anymore, so they don't give a shit.
Which sucks. I keep saying I wish that game.
No,
gotten
man, you
so
know
much
what?
more.
Honestly, be smart about it and welcome the community into taking it because the community will keep that shit alive.
Yeah.
And it'll still keep the name going. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
Okay, could you just figure like a monthly subscription service to everybody on that plays it, just to keep the servers alive?
I would.
I would pay.
yeah,
I'd pay like
yeah,
$2.
Yeah, a
Fuck
couple
yeah,
bucks a
dude.
month. That would be it. Because
If I got
eventually
the
they're going to have to
fully-
shut it down.
Yeah, if I got the full like Uber mod version, fuck yeah, dude.
I was so excited when they announced that, but that's another conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it was a fun game for its time. But other than that, we celebrated my youngest daughter's 5th birthday on Saturday.
Hey, happy birthday, happy belated.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Birthday.
But that's about it. I kind of want to get into this too. So, Big Johnny D, you're up next, brother.
Oh, let's see. Well, last week I kind of had a shit week. Not even necessarily me, but more so my wife. Shit happened at work. I'm not gonna get too involved in that, but just some bad stuff happened at work. And then she got in a car accident herself. She is okay. Car's not so much. And the dude who hit her is okay too. I'm gonna say that too because I'm not a dick. Like he's young and dumb. I've been there myself. So
Oh, Christ,
pay attention out there.
Don't tell me he was texting and driving.
I don't know. All I know is, dude, he was 17 driving his dad's car, man.
It could have
Yeah.
been anything,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could have
that's-
been anything, dude. Distracted driving is distracted driving, nonetheless, dude. We're all guilty of it. Whatever. I'm not gonna get on that shit. He was okay. That's all that fucking matters. Some shit because of that, though. Unfortunately, like we ended up having to cancel our trip to Hershey Park because we didn't know if we're gonna have to fucking go car shopping and all this bullshit. But at least to add a little bit of silverness, where I'm like, listen, we still took vacation time. We still need to enjoy it. So at the end of the week, I'll be going to there's an amusement park called Darien Lake that's always around here. It's like 3 hours away from me, 2 hours away. So we're gonna go there for 2 days, dude, and at least get some fun time.
Good.
So it's not Hershey Park, which just makes me sad because I've never actually been, and I really wanted to go make my own fucking candy bar. But
bro.
dude, I've been watching the YouTube videos on the make your own candy bar. I'm like, I'm sad, dude. Like it brings.
Bro.
a tear in my
Don't
eye.
watch them because you're just gonna break your heart.
Yeah,
even
don't.
more.
I already have,
Oh,
dude.
dude,
That's
don't
what I
do
was
it.
showing my buddies. I was
Bro.
like, this is what I'm not going to now. Check this.
No.
out.
bro.
Oh,
That's-
goddamn it.
You know what? Try again. Yeah, next year. There's always next year, buddy.
No,
Yeah.
next year we're going Disney, dude. We're finally
Ooh.
decided.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I know. Listen, I know there's people out there that do Disney every year. Thank God you guys can.
How
Like,
can they
we-
afford that?
God, don't.
Bro,
ask.
because they're
Yeah,
pulling.
that's-
Listen, man, because they're pulling
Yeah.
in bank on both mom and dad's side, so that's why they can do that. But me personally, like, dude, what? Listen, man, when I got to think about a 10 grand chunk just to go on vacation for a fucking amusement park for a half a week,
Yep.
with a little
That's
mouse.
Right, dude. And the way with fucking inflation is now, dude, I got to put my money down and get this shit
You know,
gold
and
before it goes up another 30%.
the worst part of that though is, Johnny, is you don't even really like Star Wars, and
Okay, here's the thing though, dude. All right, so my buddy Eric, who is a huge Disney nerd, he went down there. He did the whole make your Star Wars lightsaber. Fuck it. He did that whole bar thing and sent me video of it, man. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys know I'm not Star Wars. I was full on erect that whole time watching. I'm like, I want to go do this right now. This looks fan fucking tastic. How much is that? He told me the price. I'm like, okay, maybe not so much.
how much was it?
$400?
It's
No.
yeah.
But I think the base price was straight up 2. So you got to know
Yeah,
you're
that's not
going
bad.
in dra-
That's
That's not
yeah,
bad
that's
at all.
really not.
But when you're not a Star Wars guy, that
True.
kinda deflates.
When you
Yeah.
when you think about it, you're paying, well over 100 for like a Saberforge one, and this is like official Disney license.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's not only that, but it's the experience of the whole
The
thing
experience,
of like
yes, like
of like getting your
picking
own
your kyber crystal
and shit. dude. Like,
Yeah,
bro, I'm
fuck
going
yeah.
purple or green for I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you got to go get the alcoholic milk they got there too.
But
Oh, the
no.
blue milk.
Okay, so even though I'm not Star Wars, dude, like, listen, man, Haunted House is always. I love that shit when I was a kid, and I can't wait to fucking hit that shit with my daughter. That was fantastic, and I don't give a shit if it's shit from the '60s, man. It's still fucking like insane to this day.
I've
And
still never been, man.
It's worth the trip.
the coolest thing that was there is no longer there, and it's if nobody knows what I'm talking about, look into it. Some weird. It's behind like. It's one of Disney's like things that they like want people to kind of forget, even though everything it was amazing, and it was called Alien Encounter.
Yeah,
And it was literally Disney took it out because it was so scary that people were just like, nope, we can't handle it. And 14-year-old me was like, this is fucking amazing. Like it was the best thing at Disney, and I wanted to hit it. Dude, it was straight up like to do a quick over. It was like you go into an arena and there's a tube, and they're like supposed to transport some shit like the Fly from like Mars and back, blah blah blah, right? And it's supposed to be just some like rock or some bullshit. I can't even fucking remember, dude. It's been 25 fucking years. Anyways, you end up transporting this crazy bug alien back, dude. And it's like in there, and you're like, oh, okay, don't worry, it's contained in the glass. And then it's like, obviously, like you see it like flicking out, dude, like ID4 style, just like flipping out all over. All of a sudden, the lights go off, it's gone. And it's like, then they send in a dude. So then there's a guy literally walking on scaffolding to you, but then they have video feed of like showing his like first person fucking mode. And he's like, all right, we're going to fucking the panel. And he's working on the panel, dude. All of a sudden, then like it stops down behind him. He turns around, dude, and it eats his fucking head and it drops down water on you, dude. So you're like, oh, this is fucking awesome. Dude, then it like at one part it starts breathing on your fucking neck and shit, dude. Like I said, this scared the piss out of people so bad they had to take it out of the park. And I'm like,
Wow.
damn it, dude. Yeah, it was an experience.
Fucking
But
Disney.
we're gonna fuck all this shit because we're here to talk about not fucking sheep.
Well,
All right, Scoops. This was your fucking pick, buddy. So you take this shit away.
all right. Today we are talking about Black Sheep from 2006. A genetic engineering experiment gone horribly awry turns a large flock of docile sheep into unrelenting killing machines in this rural comedy of sheer terror.
Get it?
When
Sheer
the death,
terror.
yeah, I got it. That was a good one. When the death of his father and a stress-induced fear of sheep pushes him towards the edge of a nervous breakdown, skilled farmer Henry Oldfield leaves the family farm behind in a desperate bid to achieve inner peace. Upon returning to the farm following a 15-year absence, Henry discovers that his brother, Angus, has been performing genetic experiments on the sheep. Unfortunately for both the brothers and the rest of the humble farmers who make their living off the land, these experiments have produced a strain of sheep that crave human flesh and will stop at nothing to satisfy their diabolical hunger. When environmentalist Grant steals a discarded embryo, which has sharp teeth, he gets bitten by it and thus the first to be infected with a predatory hunger and a mechanism that turns any mammal into a werewolf version. Directed by Jonathan King, Under the Mountain Realty. Written by Jonathan King, the tattooist, Under the Mountain. Produced by Philippa Campbell, naming number 2, Orphans and Kingdoms. And Bobo, hit us with those names.
Starring with Nathan Meister Avatar, Rage as Henry Oldfield. Nikki Fenton, The New Tomorrow, Run as Young Henry. Peter Fenny, am I saying that right? Feeney? Fenny?
Feeney. Feeney, I think.
Feeny!
I
Feeney!
knew someone was going to do that.
30
do
Days
the
of Night.
Feeny call, dude.
I was thinking the same thing as us typing it up.
30 Days of Night, Ash vs. Evil Dead as Angus Oldfield. Eli Kent, I was about to say something else until I read that right. Hook, Line, and Sinker, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug as Young Angus. Angus Young, as we say. Danielle Mason, Futile Attraction. Dead Ringer as Experience. Why would you name your kid that? Tammy Davis, Spooked, The Barefoot Bandits as Tucker. Sam Clark as Young Tucker. Oliver Driver, Power Rangers Mystic Force. Power Rangers Jungle Fury as
Oh, shit.
Grant.
Hmm?
Tandy Wright, Jack and the Giant Slayer and Love and Monsters as Dr. Astrid Rush. Glennis Leavestam, Dead Alive, Fracture as Mrs. Mack. Nick Blake, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies as Taxi Driver. Matthew Chamberlain, King Kong, Avatar as Oliver Oldfield. And Richard Chapman, Futile Attraction, Mistress Mercy as Muldoon.
Yeah.
That was the
Jurassic Park
be-
reference?
Honestly, that was the best
Maybe.
role I was on in a long fucking time.
That was good, man.
Bravo, Bobby.
Yeah, but it was
Bravo.
no Oogie Spoogie.
Yeah, no
no
oogie
Listen,
spooky.
listen, we'll get there.
We'll
It's
get
gonna happen
there.
once in a while.
Continuing on, music by Victoria Kelly, Truth About Demons and Under the Mountain. Cinematography by Richard Bluck, Under the Mountain. What We Do in the Shadows, the movie, not the TV series.
Oh.
Edited by Chris Plummer, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, naming number 2. Effects and makeup by Weta. We all know who they are. Distributed by Hoyt's Distribution, Dimension Extreme, runtime of 87 little people. Unrated by the Motion Picture Association of America. Budget, no fucking clue, but it did gross $5 million.
So Dimension Extreme, if I'm not mistaken, but that was the straight to DVD Dimension
Yes.
in
Yeah,
the 2000s, right?
That was for
Yes.
like the movies that were like
Yeah.
really
This is what,
obscure.
like,
Feast. Feast was
Right.
Dimension Extreme.
like I was
Yeah.
telling Chad Daddy, this was in the era when I was cycling DVDs from Blockbuster because they had their online and return policy shit, dude. So this was one of those ones where I was just like, horror movies, like just eating them all up. Hell yeah.
the
So-
fact that this movie made $5 million, it could have made more.
I want to know, I really want to kind of know the budget, man.
So do I.
I tried looking, but I was really crunched for time this morning, so
No. I still might have to dig a little bit, but dudes, let's discuss. So Steve brought this and bestowed this upon all of us for this awesome episode. Steve, I gotta ask, bud, when was the first time you watched this movie?
So the first time I watched this movie was when it initially came out. My guitar player Dave was like, "Dude, you gotta watch this movie." Now, Dave reminds me a lot of Chad. You
Okay.
both have a lot of similarities. You're about the same height, same complexion. You know, very very well versed on movie knowledge.
Nice.
So he's like the yin to your yang. I really hope you guys meet one day because it's really weird. Like if you're the dark lord of knowledge, he's like the light lord of knowledge. It's just weird, very similar. So he was like, "You have to watch this movie," and I'm like, "What's it about?" And he told me, and I was like, "I don't know if I don't know if I want to
Not
watch
Chris
this."
Farley.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, this just sounds really weird. He's like, "Scuba, you're going to love this." And I'm like, "All right, Dave." And Dave never steered me wrong when it came to, horror movies, especially because we have very sick senses of humor. I watched it and I was like, holy shit. Like, wow. He's also the same person who introduced me to Feast. So,
Makes sense. Makes
yeah.
sense.
So, and like I said, he would just be like, "Hey, watch this or watch this, watch this." And, and so when I watched it, I was like, holy hell, this is awesome. Like, and it's just one of those movies that didn't really get a lot of advertising.
No
but it's
advertising,
No.
no attention.
awesome.
No.
It's such an awesome movie. Like, and it's kind of slow at the beginning because you're like, okay, we're on a farm. What the fuck's going on? And then, like, just when the shit starts hitting the fan, it just gets so ridiculous, so
Bananas,
fast.
dude.
But
It's
it's
so
so
good.
fucking great. It's like the perfect amount over the top that a movie should be.
That's a good one.
Agreed.
the graphics were great. I want to say the really only the shittiest part of the CGI was when the sheep were coming over the hill. That was really the only like
Yeah.
bad effect.
You know what
that-
though? I still liked it.
No, I did too. I
still
did
liked
too.
it because it reminded me of like the Jurassic Park. I'm like, they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
live in herds.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But yeah, this is one of those guilty pleasure flicks that I love. A lot of people don't like it because they don't get the horror comedy, but this is the perfect horror comedy movie. It's got the right elements, the perfect mix of both elements in a movie that it should. And it's this movie. This movie is just so fucking great. I love it. But what did you guys think?
I loved it too.
Bobby,
This is
Chad, you
this-
guys haven't.
Chad,
seen it,
you
so.
go first.
Yeah, this was the first time I'd seen it. I mean, I remember being aware of it. I think the first time I even became aware of it was just passing it over in the Walmart DVD section. And I saw this and like, this looks interesting, and I kind of pushed it to the back of my head and never really watched it. And this is the first time watching it. It was a blast, man. It's Night of the Living Dead with sheep,
With sheep. Yes.
100%.
and definitely some nice little nods to like early Peter Jackson movies. There was a lot of Dead Alive or Brain Dead to
Yeah.
the Aussies and Kiwis. This was at first I'm sitting here watching. I'm thinking I'm a little disappointed. Like all the kills seem to be off screen, and then those sheep come down the mountain and come into that fucking meeting and it just tear them apart. It's like, all right, now we're getting somewhere.
Dude, this Bob, you know what? No, Bob, you haven't, like I said, you haven't seen it
Because
so
it's
we're-
fresh. It's the most fresh in your mind right now.
All
Bobby,
right, so I literally, folks who will watch this and will hear that, I literally watched it just before we got on.
He was
But
still
he's-
watching it as we started.
We
I
were
was.
listening to him watch it.
So I knew about this movie like Chad. Like I never saw it in a DVD aisle, but I saw a poster probably at a show. God only knows when. And I just remember looking at it going, "The fuck is that?" And I forgot about it. I did see it again. I'm like, "There's no fucking way. What is this? What the fuck is this movie?" And then I forgot about it again. And then finally, when Steve's like, "We're putting Black Sheep on here," I'm like, "No, that's not the movie I see with the fucking sheep on it." And I'm totally thinking, I don't know what the fuck he's got me watching, but okay. So I'm watching it, and in my head, I'm just going, "This is fucking weird," but this is fucking hilarious. Like this is fucking. I was entertained the whole time. Honest, I mean, I could say my favorite scene, but we don't come till that till
We'll
later.
get to that.
But
yeah.
this,
don't blow your load yet.
right now I'm just stroking slowly. I'm trying to keep the balls all nice and tense. It's just not happening. Just like the sheep did in the movie.
Oh.
If I consider
I mean, all right. All I am. It is like Chad said, Night of the Living Dead with sheep. This movie is definitely one you throw on to make people question you, but they're gonna love it.
yes.
And
And-
it's kind of while it's also it's pretty much a zombie flick. It's also a creature film because the humans turn into
Right.
creature,
Yeah.
giant sheep. Essentially. So it can
Dude,
also
are they
be
were
classified
sheep?
as
Would you
I
consider?
think they're
them
were sheep. Yeah, I would consider them were sheep.
Like, I mean, I don't. Is the were? It shouldn't just be the changing of the moon, right? It's just essentially changing into an animal form. Would you
Yeah.
know the were
That's
part?
like well, that's what I think about it. That's what you would say a creature feature is, or could be too.
Because
Okay.
if you remember, the original Wolfman had nothing to do with the full moon too.
That's true. He only got bit by a wolf, and
But it
that
had
was the
nothing-
But
whole-
didn't
Had-
the full moon?
Yeah.
The full moon never actually changed him in the ocean.
No,
not,
he
okay.
would just
not in the
change-
original. No.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind then.
This
Yeah. So
This-
then, yeah. Where
this
where
this
sheep?
could be a combination of creature feature meets body horror meets obviously comedy, horror, and werewolf movies.
I think it was. And I could be wrong, but I honestly think when I originally saw it, it was just described as like a black horror comedy or
Yes.
something like
Yeah.
along those
Yeah.
lines,
Yeah.
which is like perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect
Uh,
way to describe it.
Considering
like-
the name too.
What Scoop said is like this is like the perfect combination of everything, and I want to just kind of iterate more on that, at least how I feel it is, because it has your slapstickiness and everything, but the people all play it serious, which is
Yeah.
great. So like they don't get overly goofy or like, and that's important. Like that's what keeps the whole time. Like these people seem like they're in the serious situation, even though we're watching these puppets of lambs fucking bite and kill people. Like we know it's ridiculous, but it's like, no, man, it's full out like, and that's the best part. Like that's the whole like magic of this movie. I feel
It's almost like Shaun of the Dead in a way.
a little bit, yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's that cheeky humor. But it's still like the violence is just so over the top. You're like, oh my god.
Yes.
Kind of like Turbo Kid. Like Turbo Kid Turbo Kid didn't need that
Need to be that-
violence,
it
but
did
it
not need it.
no, but it totally did at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's this movie. Like, you could have zombie sheep, and if you just had off-screen kills, it wouldn't be the same effect, man. Like,
No.
if you actually had like them biting off limbs and other things.
The face
later
bite.
on.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, we'll get to the other things later on.
dude,
Yeah.
Like
the
that
lip bite.
face bite.
That
was-
lip
No,
bite.
that-
That was cool as fuck.
No, his
That was
his ear,
cringe
his,
right there. It's
his
like,
ear
ugh.
bite when you just see it like
okay.
still
so-
pulling like ah.
You're talking about the lamb chop prosthetic, dude. That's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Like ah.
right there. Okay, that to me is the most crucial part in the movie of how you are going to take this movie the rest of the way.
Yep.
Is when
Yep.
the hippie is laying on the ground and you see the little puppet come up on his back. If you don't start geeking out right then and there, you're not going to enjoy the rest of
Yeah,
this fucking
yeah.
movie.
If you
dude.
don't like that part of the movie, then you won't enjoy this movie because that is the goofiness and the
Yep.
cheesiness of this movie,
boom,
but done
And
in such a great way.
my
Dude, that fucking that little thing. All it could make me think of was the goddamn Sumatran rat monkey of Dead Alive.
oh my god, yes, yeah. So, not to throw her under the bus, and I do love her. My wife. That scene made her giggle snort, dude. Like, that's
Yes.
how. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
She even
I
said.
told-
She even said she cursed your name. She's like, "Damn it, Scoobs!" She's like, "I hate that you made me watch this movie, and I hate that I liked it so much." That
Yeah, you
was
guys
her-
weren't in here earlier. I was telling John about it and how my wife really enjoyed it. And the one part that really got her was when the brother Angus is sitting there. It's like talking to himself in the mirror or something, and calls his brother a bastard. And he says, "Bastard,"
Bastard.
and she loses it. She's like full on laughing for like 2 minutes. I look over. I'm like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "No." She's like, "It was his reaction to what he did that's killing me."
And and like John said, they play it so serious. They're saying this stupid shit, but they're playing it so serious. And they could have easily been like, "You bastard," and like done like
Yeah,
a fucking
like
They
a Mike
could've looked
Myers
at-
kind of.
There's so many things they could have looked at the camera or did.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't.
and they
did.
didn't, and that's what made it so great. It's
Yeah.
it's a horribly cheesy movie done seriously for the acting. You know what I mean? But we know,
Yeah.
we
Right,
get to
yeah.
we get to see all the cheesiness that them as characters don't see because they're in this
Yeah.
horrifying situation. Because let's be real, if we were placed in that situation and sheep were fucking attacking, we wouldn't be cracking any fucking jokes. I mean, maybe
but-
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
we
I-
have a dark
You gotta
sense
let
of humor, so
I,
maybe.
I think we would be like this. No, this is not fucking happening. Oh, it is.
Dude,
Okay.
Listen, I'm just saying during the rampage of killing the sheep, when everybody arms up, if nobody starts, somebody's singing "This Is the Song That Never Ends" as they're head bashing sheep, dude. That's all I'm just saying. It might be me, but that's what I see. Like,
Oh
The
my
other side
God.
covered in blood. Yes,
Okay.
it goes
this
on.
is the song that never ends. Yep. Ah,
I do want to say this is what Stan Housing should have been, John.
that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, because I mean, listen, we knew Stan Helsing was the scary movie ripoff type. This is more, like you said, this is Shaun of the Dead. What's another good horror oh my god, Tucker and Dale.
Yeah.
Things like
yeah,
that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Where it's its own thing. There's still like this completely fits in zombie genre. You could easily be like, yo, we're gonna have a zombie night. But you throw this on the ass fucking end and just throw everybody for a fucking loop. Just to see if anybody's paying. Like, that's like the drowsy hour, dude, when everybody's like half paying attention. Then you throw this shit on and that brings everybody right back in.
Yeah, it
You're
was like, what the
Yep.
fuck?
right.
Like, was that a mutant sheep that just fucking ate his face?
Like, dude, like, if you did zombie horror comedies, like, I'd be like, yo, Return of the Living Dead, this, Shaun of the
Dead.
There's three
Oh,
right
yeah.
there, perfect. Like, yeah, that's a night. But I feel like unless you guys have anything more to discuss, but I'm interested to see what the
It makes me happy to know that you guys fucking like loved the movie.
Oh,
Like,
yes. Blast.
oh,
Well,
and that your spouses and that the spouses even approved of it. Like,
fuck yeah,
that's
dude.
like,
'Cause
yeah.
Listen, like I said, I've seen it before, and I told the wife she has, but she says she didn't watch it with me. Sure, she fell asleep, and I was like,
Yeah.
either way,
You watched it.
dude, I remember enjoying it. I remembered about 50% of it, but
Yeah.
dude, yeah. So, does everybody want to hear what the Brody
see
has
what
to
Brody's
say?
got
I'm
Yeah.
waiting on the edge of my seat. Yeah.
Oh God.
All right.
That's all well and good, boys, but Katie's cutting in. Snip fucking snip. Well, howdy fucking doody there, folks. It is all your DKB here back for another episode of Gore N More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Black Sheep. Now, I'd never seen this film before. I'd only heard things about it, so it was actually really good to go in and watch this film. I never really took the time to actually, suss this film out. So I'll just start off by saying it's definitely Peter Jackson inspired in terms of not only the practical effects and body horror throughout this film, but the story itself. It's definitely a comparison to Brain Dead, where this unknown mutant creature bites someone or something, and then it starts this chain of events down the line where we do end up getting these fantastic practical effects and extreme body horror, and just, it was absolutely fantastic to see. And they didn't really skip the budget on that. They went hard. They went balls to the walls with the body horror in this film. Everything. It was absolutely great to see. To elaborate on the body horror element a little bit more, and this is where the cinematography comes in to showcase how great some of these transformation scenes with the humanoid sheep figures, especially Angus, the older brother, inside this interior night scene in a hut, and we get this slow reveal of actually seeing what he can become in the end. And they definitely took a leaf out of American Werewolf in London's book for this scene. You can definitely see the mouth extension, the full body exposed, and just morph into this fucking beast, which kind of felt a little bit like Dog Soldiers as well, with its very staunch presence and towering over the humans themselves. The comedy in this was a little bit hit and miss for me. It's definitely not really my humour. I understand why it is funny, though, because it is a ridiculous premise, but it works, and that's the main thing at the end of the fucking day. Now, the acting itself, the lead actor and the actress, the acting, it was definitely a little bit hit and miss. I'd never heard of these actors before. I can understand why, and I haven't seen anything else really. The one actor that stood out for me was Tammy Davis, who plays Tucker, who was also in another New Zealand show I'll just quickly mention called Outrageous Fortune with Homelander's Anthony Starr from The Boys. And so if you really want to see more of him, go and watch that, and you get to see Homelander play twins, and that's fucking fantastic. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. But he was a standout performance for me. He was absolutely fantastic. I mean, like I said before, it's a ridiculous premise, but it's fucking built up with this independent vibe, which I love dearly, because it's just a bunch of people, like a bunch of filmmakers getting together and just wanting to create something fucking create something at least, and it ends up being this ridiculous premise that, like I said, works, and balls to the wall in horror. What more can I say? I'm going to have to give it a Gore N More score of a 3.5 this week. Anyway, this is DKB signing out, and I hope you motherfuckers have a good evening. Cheers, gentlemen.
Thank you, Brody.
I don't know, Brody.
The banger.
I love that he brought up a couple points that I wanted to bring up and completely forgot about, is the little references to both, and how it had a American Werewolf in London and Dog Soldiers. I kind of got that both too.
Yeah.
I honestly
Little
did not pick up. I did not pick up, to be honest with you.
I picked up on Dog Soldiers. I'm not gonna lie, I have it, and I've only gotten halfway through it, and I watched it, but every time I try to watch it, I start way too late in the evening, so I usually pass out. I will finish it one day, Brody. Do not worry.
It's one of the best werewolf movies ever. You'll love it.
I know, and that's what pisses me off, because everybody keeps telling me this. I picked up the Blu-ray for a fucking $1, and I'm just gonna watch it tonight because I'm on vacation the rest of the fucking week. So fuck it.
There you go.
Definitely.
That'll be my goal for tonight.
It's aliens, but you take out the aliens,
Right?
Replace with werewolves. It's awesome.
It even says something. It says like aliens and Jaws, but werewolves. It says on even the cover. I was like, well, that's a hell of a fucking mix and twist. Jesus Christ. But anyway, sorry, you were saying Brody's points that you
Yeah,
mentioned-
and he even mentioned, Dead Alive. So unfortunately, I'm kind of disappointed he didn't get all the humor on the same level that we did.
Remember, hey, listen, there's been times where we didn't get a lot of what he liked either.
Yeah,
So
this
hey,
is
it's
true.
gonna happen.
I'm glad he liked it as much as he did, though.
right.
I will. His score surprised me. Honestly, I didn't. I thought he was gonna go lower. Honestly,
Honestly, it feels like it feels like it's a right score. Like there's two parts of me. Like I feel like I want to give it that kind of a score for the
Mhm.
the logistic, but it's like, yo, man, if you want me to give it a laugh style kind of a score, it's a full up.
Oh,
way
yeah.
higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we'll discuss that later too.
right. So, all right. Well, thank you, Brody, for that. And I love the vest, by the way, homie. It's delicious.
Real quick on that vest, I need to see some swinging with that vest there.
Whoa!
Come on, you're gonna give me a hard on. You got to do something with it, okay?
So, Scoobs, you said you found the
Yes, I
The
found
budget?
the budget, and this movie broke even because the budget was $5 million. Which they probably used most of that money renting that airplane and the property that they filmed. on.
That's what I would guess.
Yeah.
Although those big human sheep were pretty actually cool looking. So.
Yeah, I mean, and the effects were great. The practical
were.
effects in this movie were spectacular. For this being a movie that got no advertisement, really no push, no nothing. It's a
You know
B
what
movie.
fucked it?
Let's be real,
You know
it's a
what
B
fucked it,
movie.
though? I think it fucked it because of the Dimension Extreme label.
Yeah.
Now,
Probably,
granted, the Dimension Extreme label is what brought it to the States so we could see it.
Right.
But a lot of people would avoid that shit because, you know what I mean? They're like, because let's be honest, dude, there was some Dimension Extreme movies out there that were fucking terrible.
Oh yeah.
I should actually make a vote. We should.
By the way, funny
That would
'cause
be a good list.
I was wondering earlier how many Dimension movies we've covered. So I looked up and we've done 9. This makes our 9th Dimension films.
Really?
Really?
That's
Wow.
awesome.
I don't
wonder
remember
you
if we
have
talked
that,
about-
though.
I don't remember if we talked about this during the episode, but we have covered Dimension's very first movie. And do you guys remember what it was?
Oh my God.
No. Wait. Yes. No.
No.
I want to say I remember you bringing that up out of that,
Yeah.
but I just don't remember.
Yeah.
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel.
It's a sequel that divides a lot of fans of this franchise,
Wait a minute. Wait. Don't say a fucking word.
and it's not Halloween.
God.
No, it's not Halloween.
Well, I was gonna say Halloween.
I
no.
would say H2O, but
No. That's no.
Scream?
No, but they did.
Was it
No.
Scream? No.
No,
no. You said it was a. So that would have been Scream 2. You said it was a sequel. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Hellraiser 3.
Oh,
That was their very first movie.
Okay.
that was a very different Hellraiser. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
I love it.
I actually like that better than the first one, and I know that's blasphemous, but
So, real
That's
quick.
a hot take, but I love the second one better than the first one.
Yeah, I
I
like the
do
second one
too.
better than the
The
first
second
one.
one was better than because the second one wasn't just about getting dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So real quick, because we just talked about Dimension Extreme. Little sidebar: there is a good terror 6-pack of Dimension Extreme movies, and Black Sheep is one of them. One of them is Welcome to the Jungle, Automation Transfusion, Broken, Rogue, and 13 Game of Death.
Dude, so should we? Yo, man. So
Okay.
I know we got some spaces, and I know this is like a quick little sidebar, but should we do a terrible month of Dimension Extreme movies?
I was just going to say the same.
Automated
It
transfusion.
could be like super sequels to movies that we never even covered. Fuck it. Who gives a shit, dude? Like
We can do that. That could be fun.
I'm down because that's honestly better. I'd rather do that than like.
you're like,
'Cause
yo,
Rogue-
man. dude,
Rogue
show
is
some
about a
Clone
giant killer
4.
crocodile. I'm always down for that.
Because this 6-pack has 5 movies we could already just put.
Swear
right
to God,
in.
if one of you motherfuckers put on like Hellraiser, Inferno, or Bloodline, though.
Well, here, you
Which
could put
one?
Hellraiser
Which one was the
Revelations.
one?
I
Which one
have
was
no
the one
idea,
that
dude.
wasn't even initially a Hellraiser movie, and they threw
That
they,
was
they just
Hellra-
like.
That was any of them after Bloodline.
Well,
Yeah.
no. There was one. There was one specific that was not
Oh,
supposed
wait.
to be a Hellraiser movie,
But
but literally at the
it's,
last minute,
Is it Hellworld?
maybe.
I think it might be the one after that. Actually, hold on.
I just remember watching it. I'm like, this does not even feel like a Hellraiser movie. Like, why the fuck is Pinhead?
No,
in this?
they literally did it to keep Hellraiser relevant.
Yeah,
That's literally what they did.
it didn't help.
No, it didn't.
I think
dude, the first movie that pops up on this list for Dimension Extreme is a movie I've never watched and I've always wanted to, but I've been scared to.
What is it?
Teeth.
Ooh.
Oh my god! That is
Oh my
another
God.
one. That is
Dude,
another one Dave told me about, and oh baby, let's do it. Ah!
So, Chad, you nailed it right on the head. It was Hell World. It was not.
Oh, Rogue is number 4,
Okay.
dude. Crocodiles? Hell
You
yeah,
have to do
dude.
teeth. You've seen it, Chad.
bro.
right?
No.
Oh my. Oh,
You've never
have
seen
not.
it?
I have
I've
not.
seen teeth.
Oh, Diary of the Dead was an extreme
Yeah.
dimension.
Steve, I saw teeth. Oh my fucking
High five.
God. Wait. Bro, these two have to, guys. Sorry, I know we're on a sidebar. You guys gotta watch Teeth, and that's all I gotta say. You will question certain things in life anymore, but it's fucking great.
Wait, how come
Anyhow.
they don't have Feast 1, but they have Feast 2 and 3? Feast 1 was Dimension Extreme, wasn't it? Or was that just straight up Dimension?
Wasn't that one the only
might-
theatrical release or
It
something?
did get a theatrical release.
Did it?
That's
Oh,
probably
okay.
why.
Never mind.
Very limited, but yeah.
So anyway, we need to get back to this movie now.
Yeah,
So,
let's get back to this
well, all right. We're at the point where Chad needs to spread his cheeks and let us know what we need to know.
Let's put some butter. Let's put some butter in there.
Oh,
You know, you mentioned spreading cheeks, and that just reminded me there was a lot of farting in this fucking movie.
Yes, there
Yeah,
was.
dude. We ended the
Oh
movie
my-
with a fart.
Dude,
And not
I-
just a fart, an
exploding
explosive fart.
that's
right.
where I laughed so hard because I'm like,
A
no.
terribly CGI flame.
But the funny thing
explosive
is,
fart, and
as
that's
it
the best part.
as it happened, I'm sitting there laughing. I look at the wife. I'm like, I am writing this one down as a kill,
shit.
because usually I just write the human kills, but I'm like, I got to write that one down.
So I'm not gonna lie, man. When we get to our questions, it's gonna be really hard to pick some stuff like for best scene, because like, dude, there's so many good ones. There's so
Well,
many good ones.
I think I know what I'm gonna pick for my best scene.
I
Okay,
got
let's.
mine. I got mine.
Okay, so devising everything from conceptual art to buckets of gore, sculpted body parts, and sophisticated prosthetic makeups, a highly experienced Weta workshop crew came together to build writer-director Jonathan King's distinctive vision of Kiwi bucolic bliss turned monstrosity on its head. The scene with the sheep driving the Land Rover took several days to film. The scene with the Land Rover going over the cliff was done in one take.
Oh,
Okay.
And
By the way,
the
and
only-
that scene, I was really disappointed
didn't
that
explode?
yes, I was waiting for that. I was hoping that like
So was I.
when they're all standing there watching it, I was just hoping for it, bah, and then boom, because it would have fit in with the tone of the movie.
I was when I was thinking of watching it, I'm like, it didn't explode.
Well, it's not an American
Fuck.
movie.
I know, dude. I wanted it so bad. I waited. I was like, come on, give me explode.
So what I wanted was for the sheep to just like walk out. all
Walk out?
nonchalant,
Yes!
like, no big
I
deal,
also
like-
wanted that if it wasn't going to explode.
Yeah,
Same.
just like bang,
Terminator shit.
and just fucking like look up and bang.
You just see half its face missing. It's like, oh,
That was the other scene that made my wife snort like a motherfucker, dude. Was just like, who's driving the Jeep? Like, oh, perfect.
Who's
I don't-
driving? Oh my God, Bear's driving. How can that be?
Yeah, right.
That was a
What
little
else we got?
animated. It
Yeah,
took
right.
4 people to operate the Grant monster sheep suit. Director
Really?
Jonathan,
Yeah.
and director Jonathan King did a lot of the noises for the Grant sheep monster.
oh,
Awesome. Dude, like that's like Ninja Turtle style, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Tammy Davis, that was our boy Tucker, stayed and worked on a farm as research for his role as Tucker.
Nice.
oh, he did well.
When Mrs. Mack prepares a haggis, she recites the opening lines of Address to a Haggis by Robert Burns. Haggis traditionally is made of using a sheep's heart, liver, lungs, and stomach, and is illegal in the United States.
Yep.
That I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're not allowed. Is it the lungs? Lungs and
I
stomach.
think it's the
you're not allowed
lungs.
to eat.
I think it's the lungs.
Why is there a reason
Or-
why, or is that a stupid question? Anybody know?
It's just not healthy.
Well, there's a lot of things that aren't healthy. We still eat it. So,
Like literally everything. They put shit in everything.
well, there you go.
The closing credits declared no animals were harmed in the making of this film. Moreover, director Jonathan King says in the movie's production notes, of course, no sheep were harmed in the making of Black Sheep, though I say there were days I wanted to.
At least he's honest about it.
Yeah. Right.
You know what they say? Never work with children or animals.
They because there's probably just ones that they needed for shots and they just couldn't get them to fucking move, or just because they were dumbass, stubborn sheep and just like, meh.
It's like, fuck, I gotta use it.
Or like they're trying to drive down the road and there's just a bunch of assholes right in the middle of the road, like in the beginning, you know, or like when he's just like, fuck, like that probably happened to production as they were trying to get through.
Dude, that scene alone killed me. The guy's sitting there freaking out. The driver's just like, whatever, it's just sheep.
Yeah, fucking sheep. Trying to call his therapist and she doesn't want to get on the phone with him.
I guess if you have a full phobia of sheep, then it's not. I feel like he played it was kind of like it was ridiculous, but
because I was like, that's kind of a ridiculous ass phobia to have. Like, you knew it was your brother, but did the phobia come because he was scared of what his brother did, or was it because it was like mental trauma because his dad died?
I think it's both.
I think it was all.
I think it's both because it all happened at the same time. Yeah,
it all came.
I think it just all like, and then he.
So it was more like a PTSD type.
And I love that line when the sheep's trying to break through the door right at the beginning when they first see that. And he's explaining his fear, and he's like, they said, what's that? He's like, that's a fear. This exact thing happening.
This exact thing happening.
Which is fucking hilarious. Can you imagine going back to your psychiatrist or whatever, like your therapist, and be like,
well, guess what? It actually happened.
Guess what? It fucking happened.
So you remember how you told me that it was impossible for my fear to happen?
I hope he just
fuck you, it happened.
He sits down, he lights a cigarette, takes a drag, and he's like, I watched a sheep bite my brother's dick off before an entire barn of cannibalistic sheep exploded from an over-methaned fart.
And I got raped by a sheep.
Deep drag. Potentially raped. He stopped that.
I would pay to watch that, like in segments, like just his therapy sessions.
His therapy sessions is just him yelling at his therapist. So, irrational fear. Guess what happened?
Guess what the fuck happened?
He sounds like a Vietnam vet. He's like experienced now. Like, shit.
Dude. Oh my God.
He's fucking Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now.
Yeah. So wait a minute. That's how somehow they make the second one. Because like there was one that was thrown away, one vial.
The dog.
Oh, the dog.
Oh, yeah,
the dog. Oh, that's right.
Dog sheep.
Wait, so I was very confused. So was the dog?
The dog had to have been bitten.
Yeah, it had to have.
But was it turning into a sheep or was it already like I was confused? I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Dude, so if it was a were-dog sheep or a dog, I don't know how that would.
It sounds like Man Bear Pig from South Park.
I mean, that's pretty much what it would be. But
Were-dog sheep.
Oh man, yeah, that would be great if you could just give me like 5 shorts of him sitting at his fucking therapist, just like, and I want it all shot in black and white and like brought in with like a saxophone, dude, like heavy, like 1930s cop drama, dude. Like
he's like an old detective movie.
Yeah, dude, like just that fucking like kind of jazzy shit, dude, and then just like. You should have fucking been there. You know what I mean? Like just that over monologue of just him. I don't know. That's what I want. Just like a couple little 5-minute shorts.
But every time we see his shorts, we see the cigarette ashtray.
Yeah,
with like 20 more cigarettes.
Yeah, but he never smokes the cigarette. It's just always like long ass ash the entire time, and it never breaks.
Ash from The Shining.
And it never breaks.
So it's just so he's pulling a Ripley from fucking
Yeah.
Aliens. Dude.
Yeah.
All right, wait. So we gotta stop this here because I feel like we need to skip this over to the chat because Brody's throwing some shit in here that I am just catching my eye on.
Yes,
I'm
apparently
sorry.
he's
Sorry,
tasted
Brody.
sheep brains before. He's not kicked off this lie.
He said his mate has nicked a ball bag on a sheep while shearing it, and its testicle popped out.
Oh shit!
So my question is, at that point, did you neuter the sheep and just have some mountain oysters at the point?
That is legit one of my fears.
Well shaven?
while shaving my balls with my clippers. Because I've
That's
nicked
why you need-
myself before.
That's why you need to lock the door so nobody busts in on you while it's going on.
Yeah,
'cause that's
'cause
the
that's-
worst. 'Cause all you need
legit.
is a, hey, Dad! Yeah.
That's like legit
Well,
one of my irrational fears that I'm going to cut my ball bag and my testicles is gonna
It's not
fucking
irrational.
flop out.
Steve,
No, it's not
Steve,
irrational.
It's not irrational when you have
No.
tiny little blades near your sack, bro.
That's
I
where
understand. I
Steve, that's-
understand.
Steve, that's where your
fuck.
girlfriend's gonna come in, scare you. You're like, fuck.
That's just, oh my God.
Jesus.
That's why you
I'm just
lock
gonna
the
have
door
her
during
shave them
those.
now on.
That's why you lock the door during those moments, dude. So there's no possible chance.
And you
fucking-
put on a nice little like low soft music.
Do it.
Feel comfortable.
Brody wants to send in a quick video.
Bro,
We-
go
yes.
right ahead.
Yeah,
I would
please.
Why
love
do
to
you
hear
even
this.
ask? You know we love it. Just do
This
it.
this
Yeah,
is
just
gonna
be
be
like-
that fucking stripper story all over again. I can
Like
tell.
Johnny, check. Be like Johnny,
Oh,
check your
no.
own shit.
Oh,
Okay, so
Yeah,
while he's prepping up a video, we'll finish this up. The cave tunnel was actually a set built for the movie. A flock of over 1,000 animals, a small number of trained sheep, and animatronic puppet creatures created by Weta were captured in camera to bring the rampant underbelly of ovine rage in this movie to life. I don't write it like this. This is copy and paste. Ovine rage. I don't even know that was a word. Ovine.
Is that what a sheep technically is? Like
I guess.
hold on, I gotta look this up.
It has to be ovine.
I was
And
kind of
of course,
wondering. That.
Cows
I
are
know bovine
bovine.
is cow and porcine is pig.
Ovis is the genus. So
Okay, yeah, so it's
yes.
ovine.
Okay.
The number of sheep that appear in the opening wide shots, according to the director, was 852.
That's a lot of sheep.
The shearing shed in the film is a registered historic piece and is the biggest wool shed in the lower North Island of New Zealand.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
The sinister laboratory in the film was once the receiving station for all the radio broadcasts coming into New Zealand.
Oh.
The laboratory?
Yes.
Nice.
It looked like a big ass barn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep getting distracted. There's a fly buzzing around like right above me.
It's Jeff Goldblum.
I was about to say it's one to fly.
The movie was in. Oh god, no! It's the Amityville 3 fly.
Oh
No,
no!
that's worse.
Oh no.
The 3D fly.
Dude, I had to rewatch just Brody's segment on Amityville 3 last night just for kicks.
Thank you two.
Oh, it was so funny. The movie is inspired by New Zealand director Peter Jackson's grand tradition of Kiwi splatter using practical effects, as seen in the early classics Bad Taste and Brain Dead, or Dead Alive to Us.
Yeah.
Writer-director Jonathan King grew up staying at his stepfather's family's sprawling sheep station on New Zealand's South Island. That's a lot of alliteration right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filmed in and around Wellington, New Zealand during March and April of 2006. Also, according to the director, the movie was shot in the coldest and wettest month of March in over 50 years.
I thought this was an Australian film.
It is. Same thing. New
Same
Zealand,
difference,
Australia.
right? New Zealand,
Potato,
Australia.
potato.
Yeah, it's all the same.
I ain't even going there.
That's like comparing Texas and New Mexico. It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same thing.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Had to. Couldn't help it.
Right.
Close. I am close.
Hey, I got family down there, so I used
I
to
mean,
live
we
down
used to
there
be
too,
old
so.
Mexico, so whatever.
Yeah, and then
There
have
you
the States to make new.
The 2006 feature film was first released exactly a decade after the 1996 Chris Farley, David Spade, unrelated comedy movie of the same name, Black Sheep.
Nice.
Thank you,
But it's not exactly to the day. I did look. It's close, but it's not exactly.
Vote for
That's
Donald.
awesome.
The man who's pulled down by the sheep while trying to find his car keys in that one scene was the director, Jonathan King.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Mike reads The Penguin History of New Zealand just before the sheep kills him. It's a well-known book by Dr. Michael King, father of the director, Jonathan King.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Let's see. And finally, it premiered at the 31st Toronto International Film Festival on September 10th, 2006 as part of their Midnight Madness series, which is very appropriate, and was released in New Zealand on March 29th, 2007. It was then released on DVD and Blu-ray October 9th, 2007.
Awesome. Right on.
Thank you, Chad Daddy.
My pleasure.
All right. So we're gonna shift it just a little bit. I don't want that.
Righto. So,
No.
upon me tasting sheep brains, crumb sheep brains, it was one of the most disgusting things I've ever fucking tasted in my goddamn life. I remember eating half of the brain, putting it in my fucking mouth, managed to swallow the fucking thing like some dirty cum guzzler, and I spat a fucking vein out in my fucking hand about that much. It was like the vein from the sheep's brain. It was absolutely fucked up. So anyway, moving on to this
It's like
ball
spaghetti,
bag
like-
story. One other time, my mate was like, "Oh, you want to come out and give us a hand, fucking landmark these sheep? Like, give it a shit." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck." So I go out there, ragdoll the fucking sheep on its back, like you see some do in the movie. Anyway, he's shearing up its guts, nicks its ball bag, and it's carrying on. It's going, fucking whatever. Anyway, it's all fucking sheared. He goes to put the lacquer band around its ball bag, because what they do is they stretch out this lacquer band, put it over the ball bag, and let the lacquer band cut off the circulation, so the ball bag will just drop off, sort
They
of
do
thing.
with cows here too.
Anyway, so he goes to do this. He just pulls out the clamp, spreads the lacquer band, puts it over the ball bag, and as he lets go of the fucking clamp, the rubber band goes around the ball bag, and
It
its
squeezes it
fucking
out.
ball literally popped out of its bag. I fucking spewed. He thought it was hell of a joke.
Oh my god,
dude! What the fuck?
That reminds
At
me
least-
of Evil Dead 2 for some reason.
At least it was getting castrated regardless. So
Right, but still,
But
dude. like-
still,
okay, you know what the worst part is? I was just at a birthday party this weekend, and you know those like squishy like gel balls that are in mesh.
in the net,
yeah. So like one kid like pushed his out too far, so like the dad of the party, he was trying to like fix it, and it eventually popped. And then that's what we were doing, is we were shooting balls at each other, pretty much just like how Brody explained.
Anyone else hoping it made a sound when it did that?
Oh no!
In my head,
can't.
it does.
My
Like,
junk is already in pain, and that story made my balls hurt now.
Oh god. Oh, sorry, Scoobs.
Steve's
Like I
got PTSD at this moment.
I am
like I
fucking
said,
shell
it's
shocked.
like when the eyeball pops out and fucking Evil Dead 2 pop right into her mouth too.
Oh
Dude,
shit!
look who's on.
Wow.
Oh my god!
shit.
Great. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. Don't you lie, Bob.
Eh,
It was
I'm not
absolutely-
creaming in my dreams.
Yes, you are. You're creaming on. Chad Daddy, is there anything else we got?
That's all I got. And Mr. Brody Kane says he still has shell shock.
He's
Yeah. What is up, Dakota? How are you? Or Janie? Or should I say Glow Ghost? Or keep going.
Whatever you call her.
That's right. Welcome. So you said that was it, Chad Daddy?
Yeah, that's it.
So we are on to our questions. Gentlemen, where did you watch this shit?
YouTube.
Tubi. Oh, I'm loving Brody's comments on the side.
I also watched it on TV. Aha.
Nice.
All
What I
right,
love- Did you notice how they put the commercial breaks at the exact proper spots?
yes.
Yeah, they
it
were
was
like
fantastic.
It was-
perfectly
yeah.
timed. Like perfectly timed.
Alrighty. What's next, gentlemen? Sorry, my phone just.
Douche of the film.
Douche the film.
Oh,
The brother.
Brother.
brother, dude, come on. Was
Oh,
it
fuck
Angus?
Yeah.
Angus.
Yes, Angus.
At the beginning,
Angus.
my wife is like, "Is it possible to name the animals as the douche in the movie?" I'm like, "Oh no, just wait. The brother's up there too." And then it got worse. She's like,
Up
"Yep,
there.
you're right."
I mean, I
That
mean,
sheep
honestly-
fucker. And I'm not
I
even
mean,
saying
That yeah.
I mean, come on, the man. Fuck the sheep has a fucking cigarette, and he's like, I feel just fine.
You know
You
what made
wouldn't
it even worse? He
understand.
was wearing tidy whities. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Wait. I thought he didn't have anything on. I thought he just had a shirt on.
He
I
just
thought
had a
he
shirt
was
on.
He had tidy
Yeah,
whities.
tidy whities.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't
wow.
see
I thought he
those.
was Porky Pig in it, dude.
So yeah, I thought so too.
All right. Favorite kill.
Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one.
There's a lot of
I have-
fucking
no.
kills.
No.
There's
It
a lot
was.
of kills.
All right, I have two.
There's so
I-
many I couldn't even write them all down. It's just that whole scene of carnage.
The
when they
whole
come
scene.
down.
That
Yeah.
whole scene of carnage is
And-
my favorite kill.
My question is, I guess a couple people have to be dead, but some of them mutated into sheep.
Into sheep. Yeah,
They
because we
did,
see him at the
yes.
end.
Yeah, because they fixed them at the end.
Well, plus they were eating other people though when they were having that whole like mass eat party or whatever. The
Yeah,
fuck
they
it's
were.
Okay, I'm not gonna pick that as my favorite kill. I'm gonna pick my favorite kill is the first one that experienced shotgun blasted in the head because you got some real sweet brains coming out the back.
Ooh, and then like, oh, okay, so the bust through the door. All right. Ooh, that was
Okay,
No. I mean, at the end when she's riding on the top of the car and driving along, she
Oh
shoots
yeah.
and she says, "This is gonna
Oh!
hurt me more than it hurts you," and then she shoots it, and you just the whole side of the head just fucking explodes.
ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
My
yeah,
favorite
yeah,
kill
yeah.
is Angus.
Oh
His
yeah,
fucking kill at the
Oh
end.
yeah.
that
Like,
was
because he comes
yes.
back, he's all half gone, and just the way he fucking goes, like.
But
oh
even
my-
that, when you think he dies, that false kill when he gets hit with the fucking propeller,
Yeah.
that was fucking gnarly.
That
And then
was.
to
That was
see
good.
him, like back in human form, which I'm like, okay, they can turn back into human. Like, did he turn back into human because of the trauma, or he bled out and the sheep's blood was it? You know, they don't explain it, whatever.
No,
But-
it was
No, it was
He-
that.
he-
It was
he
the
got the
chemical
antidote.
Oh,
shit.
that's right. That's
yeah,
right. That's right.
that
That's right.
serum. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, that whole, like even like the back piece of seeing him all bloodied and shit, like that was just so well done.
Dude, that was a fantastic
Yeah,
effect.
Dude, I can't even. I don't even know. If
I'm still going for the sheep rampage. That's my favorite.
I
kill.
mean, yeah.
I
'Cause
found
I,
that
I
too
guess
more
out of all
hilarious.
of that specifically, and it's not even the kill, but like it's the lip rip, dude. Like that was like the fuck. I love that effect. That was just disgusting and awesome.
The fact that it could stretch
Uh,
that far.
I mean, obviously we got a lot of gut pulls, which are always appreciated. You know, those are
yeah.
The other thing
Um,
missing was an eye scene.
Oh,
Yep.
Poor Brody didn't get his eyes seen.
We got an
We got
ear
other
scene.
appendages.
We-
We got
we
other
got an
appendages.
ear
We did get
scene,
other
though.
appendages.
Yeah, we did.
Stretched
Yes,
to
we
their
did.
limit
True. I will
and
say
farther.
the ear scene definitely makes me one of the most uncomfortable feelings. I don't know why.
The ear scene didn't get me as much as the fucking lip.
Oh shit! What's up, Tyler? Welcome aboard, buddy. All right, so this is gonna be a fucking tough one, dude. Best scene, gentlemen.
Oh,
That scene that we were just talking about, that whole scene of the carnage, that was best
I'm-
scene for me.
I'm going first when we first see the little mutant puppet attack fucking.
Lamb chop, dude. Just
Yeah.
Lamb chop.
That was it for me because like you said, from that point on, you're either
Yeah.
gonna love this movie or you're gonna fucking hate it.
that was the bananas point where we were just like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
that's the part on the roller coaster when you get to the really high part of the hill,
Mhm.
and you're
Yeah.
like, all right, no turning
That's
back
it,
now, boys.
that's it,
Here we
you're
fucking
done.
go.
They call that the point of no return.
Fucking right,
Mhm.
dude.
I would have to choose honestly the scene where we first see the sheep. Actually, he killed the guy Mike, and then when he says, "Actually, this rational fear that this is gonna fucking happen." That's my yeah.
In fucking deed. Alrighty. Dude, honestly, I think I'm gonna have to throw with sheep driving a jeep. And you know what? It even kind of goes with the song "Beep Beep, I'm a Sheep." Like you could almost, if like for some reason he had that on the radio. If you don't know what that is, that's fine.
Fair
Chad
enough.
might because he's got young kids. So no,
Never heard it.
it's one of those stupid fucking internet songs, dude, from back in the day, and it got so popular it even like was on like Just Dance at one point and everything. Like, yeah, it's catchy. It's so stupid, but it's catchy. It's kind of like you know how like Lego Movie had like this is awesome, or like catch, or even better yet, catchy song like this song's gonna get stuck in, like it's that kind of shit, dude. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh my god, dude. All right, so opening scene, hook you in.
No, actually, it didn't.
No, it really didn't.
No,
The
it
opening
takes
scene
a
didn't
while.
really do much. Yeah.
There it is.
Nope, never heard that.
You know what?
They should have had that on.
Yeah,
That probably
And
predates that
dude,
song though.
see, you didn't even get like there's like the dude like talks. It's not even like singing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, dude. Opening scene. I mean, it was him getting scared as a kid. Kind of started out like honestly, I thought I almost, because I haven't seen this in so long, I thought I might have accidentally put on 2017's Leatherface. I wasn't. I was a little confused. I was like, oh, what's going on here? So, all right. most attractive character.
I mean, experience.
She was cute. She was really cute.
Honestly, I'm going Lab Lady.
That's
Oh,
the
going
closest
Lab
to it.
Lady.
Okay.
Yeah, because clearly she was getting it on with fucking Angus, and clearly he must have had her doing some kind of sheep shit because she called her right out on it, and I was like,
Yeah.
I will say that pony.
She had that little subtle bat.
That ponytail was pretty serious. So yeah, she's definitely been doing some business.
She was, but I'm
I'm
sticking
still going with
that.
experience because she looked
Yeah.
young, dumb, and fun.
Oh, see, I'm the other one.
And she wanted to be full of.
I call the other one mommy, dude. I think,
And and what's weird is I always go with the brunette.
that's true.
That's
Yeah,
true.
sometimes you got to jump to the other ship, dude. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. All right. So let's see. Where we at?
Score.
Did the score set the mood? Yeah, actually, I think it did.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
It's nothing memorable. But
Yeah.
I would say
but
it
it worked
sets
for what it was.
It sets the mood for zombie comedy,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
zombie sheep comedy.
You know, I was just thinking it'd be hilarious. As if,
Or is it
like,
rabid? Is it rabies more? Maybe not zombie. I don't know.
I wish
Okay.
that there'd be some weird, bizarre, low-budget horror film that somehow mysteriously has a score by like John Williams, and like his explanation for doing it would be like because nobody ever bothered to ask me to do it before. Like, how hilarious would that be?
They were just like, yo, if he's got like a low cut fee because you're just like some independent movie, like, hey man, just to help you out.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way, dude, because if that would catch like, that would take like 5 minutes to like explode. Somebody would find that shit. They'd be like,
Oh yeah.
John Williams did the score for fucking
Chud
know.
3.
yeah. Perfect. I'm glad you went with a 3. I was gonna go with Pumpkinhead 3, but that fucking
See, all right,
Yeah.
real quick, the one scene where all the sheep are coming down to eat everybody. Now that I think about it, the song I would have loved to have heard. You guys know Jackass the movie, right? The first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Their
Yeah.
intro song. No, the intro song.
Wasn't that
I forget the name of. Yeah.
No, was that number 2?
No.
Ave Maria was one of them, but I don't remember. Dude, it's been so long. Since
I know.
One,
But-
man.
but yeah,
What I know what I'm thinking of would be perfect for that is the Ride of the Valkyries.
Yes, that's what it
That
is.
would be perfect. Yes.
That's it. That's okay.
It was right. Yes, that's what it was. Ride of the Valkyries. Thank you, Chad. First time you ever heard that? Bugs Bunny.
Probably.
Absolutely, dude.
That's what introduced us to opera, classical music,
Mhm.
cross dressing.
That's
Yeah.
right. Gentlemen, was there even a song in this that we can choose
No.
from?
I don't think
Not
so.
that
Not that I
know of.
remember.
The heavy metal version of This Is the Song That Never Ever. All right. That should have been the fucking just the end credits, dude. So let's see. Favorite character.
Tucker.
Tucker, dude, he was
Tucker was
fantastic.
great.
Yeah, Tucker. Come on.
The fact that even all this shit was going around, he was just more like he was still just like happy. He was just like, all right, man, let's just go fuck. Just hitting everybody in the mouth with the shit.
The best Tucker's best scene was when the girl had the gun on
The
him.
gun!
Like, the
Yes.
safety's on.
Yeah,
It's
safety's
like,
on.
up,
And-
up, no, down, over. Here, just hand it here. He takes the safety off, goes to hand it back, and there's like, nah, just kidding.
That was fantastic because you almost thought it was going to be like a Tucker versus, Tucker and Dale's kind of scene where you're like, hey, the safety's off. And you're like, but no, man, I don't know. That dude was a good, he was a good ranch hand.
Yes, he was.
Full out. And
You had a
I
good experience.
might have to also give it to mutated. What the hell was the dude's name? Grant? Mutated Grant. Because
Yo, he was
mutated sheep Grant was just. I don't know if you could necessarily consider that a character, but where sheep dude is fucking. I don't know.
You
That was
talking
just dope.
full on mutated, or when he was half mutated and bit Angus?
half.
No, I
mutated.
mean full
Yeah.
on mutated when they ran into him first in the barn and they like he was just throwing them fucking around and shit.
Nah,
Dude. Like
I love
That
the
poor
half
dude got
mutated
thrown
'cause he was
around
still
by
talking.
everybody.
He did.
That was the scene
The
that
whole
gave me
movie
the
was just getting
heavy.
fucking thrown around.
That was the scene that gave me the heavy dog soldiers vibes.
ooh, all right. All right. I need to watch that shit tonight.
Yes, you do.
Should we throw that on there?
I would love to.
Why not?
I would love to.
If you want-
I've never seen it.
Listen here. There's our problem to what we were just talking about earlier. Throw out next week's, which was my pick anyways. We'll put that shit on there.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
I
Earn
I
down.
know Brody will appreciate it, and hey, man, you know what? Like I said, it gives me even more of a reason to watch it, dude. So fuck it.
I have it in my
Ah,
cart
man.
on Amazon, so I'll just fucking buy it.
That's
I
probably what.
have-
I'll do. I'll just do that too.
Hell yeah,
I'm gonna have to
dude.
do that as well.
Check your Dollar Tree, bro. That's where I got mine. No shit, it was
Yeah.
the
They
Blu-ray.
just opened a
DVD.
new one in my town, like brand new.
Fucking A, dude. All right,
check it
so was it scary? No,
Not
because
really.
it wasn't
Maybe if
supposed to
you're
be.
maybe if you're afraid of sheep, it would be, but no,
If
I mean,
it
unless
wasn't
you-
meant to be.
The
you
scariest
don't
part
like-
is falling into that gut pit.
that was
Oh,
gross.
God. Yeah.
That was
gross.
gross.
I would say if you don't like gore, you're gonna wince for sure. You're not gonna
Yeah.
like this is obviously over the top gore and it's awesome. Not like I mean it is realistic gore, but you know what I mean? It's not that like all well, there is some teeth scene.
It's campy.
And some
gore.
yeah, but dude, even the teeth stuff, like I don't know, like that always kind of makes me wince. It's kind
Yeah.
it's like teeth is like fingernails, dude. And anytime you
Yeah.
just mentally think about like a fingernail ripping, and you're just like,
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Because as someone who broke their teeth, thinking about having them pulled is just
Ah.
a whole nother nightmare.
Oh
right.
no! Fuck all that.
Oh yeah, I was 10
Or-
years old.
or random goat teeth just popping out your. All right, so does it hold up today? I would say
Yes.
fuck,
Oh,
absolutely
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Fuck
definitely.
yeah.
It's definitely a top 10 horror comedy,
Dude, it's
Oh,
almost 20 years old.
Yep.
and we're
It's
talking
getting
about
close.
it now. So there you go.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's sad to think that the 2000s was 20 years ago, and I hate it. Makes me die inside every time I
Right?
say it, dude.
Bro,
So I'm like,
every time people tell me how long ago the 80s was, I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, if it makes you guys
Yeah.
feel any not better, I'm going to be 29.
No,
in
it
a
does.
couple of
Stop.
Wow.
Scoot,
Shut up,
that-
Bobby.
That means you
Scooch,
get
that's-
one more year of free health, dude, and then God starts taking it from you a little
Yeah.
bit every
I
day.
got
weeks. What, you
Scooch,
don't
that's
think
the
he
difference.
started already?
When you
30.
think about how long ago the 80s
No,
was,
it's-
that's
it's
the
started.
start. That's the start of a midlife crisis. When you look at it
Yeah.
and realize you have more years behind you than ahead of you.
Well, I mean, I
Mhm.
have the hot girlfriend. I have the badass sports car. I'm already there. I don't know what else I need. A face tattoo, maybe?
No,
We'll see what
no.
happens.
No.
Do not
nobody
ruin that pretty
nobody
face.
looks good.
No,
Nobody
you
looks
know
good with a
something?
face tattoo.
You need a yacht. You need to go get a yacht and be like, yeah, this is the best purchase I've
Ooh.
ever did. in
I don't
my
know how to
life.
swim, Bobby. I don't know how to swim, okay?
I will
So a
teach
yacht
you.
is
Then you need a
not-
boat.
teach you.
If you can't
You
swim,
need a
you need a
boat.
boat.
You need a fucking boat.
All right, gentlemen. So, how is the acting?
That was
Black
good.
Sheep?
It was. It's a B
In some
plot.
spots
It's a B.
it was horrible, but in other spots it was fucking great.
I thought. Listen, man, it kept me entertained the whole way through. I didn't think it was terrible by any means.
Yeah,
And I think
Tucker,
even the
Tucker
stuff
was
that was
great.
I think the stuff that seemed kind of terrible, I think that might have been there. I think that was supposed to be like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Experience clearly was a stereotype of that social justice warrior chick from the 2000s. You know, like over the top, just to the point. But she still played it solid to where it was like, all right, this still could actually be a real person because they
Right.
were just that
Yeah.
over the top.
Dude, the two best acting jobs were fucking Tucker and the old lady.
No, the old lady was
The old lady
the
was
old lady
awesome,
Yo,
dude.
she was cool.
Oh, she should have been favorite.
I was gonna say she
character.
should have been my favorite.
Fuck!
character.
I'm still
Fuck.
going Tucker. Still
I
going
mean,
Tucker.
that lady comes out with a shotgun. Like, yo,
She
was
made
like,
a
I get it.
haggis.
Can I get a side B movie of Tucker and the old lady?
That would be
Like,
fun.
just give me a spin off of them two. It'd be fucking fantastic.
And-
Let's
and
do
also
that.
I would
in
watch
terms
that.
of and real quick in terms of the acting, I feel like if anybody else did this movie now that I've watched it, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much because these people did what they needed.
Yeah, they
to
did
do.
perfect. Yeah, it was perfect.
I feel like
All
you
right.
could replace some of the characters and it wouldn't have changed much. They probably could have gotten a better guy for Angus.
I don't know, man. He had that weird eye about him. I don't know.
Well, he had the look. You know what I mean? He had like
Yeah.
that dickhead look.
Right. Douchebag older brothers. Yeah.
Mhm.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So cinematography.
Nothing
middle of the
there.
road.
No.
Middle of the road.
I mean, dude, we're
Yeah.
dealing with a lot of puppet shots and everything, so they hit it well, but it was still funny because you obviously clearly know.
Yeah,
the
you could
puppets.
tell. You could obviously fucking tell. But it was
But it's what
great.
made the movie.
You know what? I will say, I give kudos to the cinematography of two launched sheeps from Saipan. That is fantastic. It's like it's showed in the trailer earlier, if anybody caught that. But when the dude was barking, and then he just gets like Like,
Yeah.
Dude, him barking at the sheep was fucking hilarious too.
right? Like, what the fuck?
He was like, "Ruff, ruff." Oh, I
Uh,
better not do that. My dog might react to it. Next thing you know, he's gonna be at my door barking.
Then he won't stop.
All right, gentlemen. Did you enjoy the premise?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that was
Yes.
great. That was
Fuck
a
yeah,
load.
kill a
That
sheep.
dude?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I fucking busted out laughing on this about it. So yeah, there you go.
That's right. Killer zombie sheep, dude. All the fucking way. Give me that shit. All right. So, you know what? Recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot. Dude, I'm going to rewind this shit.
Rewind.
There's no reason to
Rewind.
not. It's
Rewind and give us a
fantastic.
sequel.
I can watch this probably 40 years from now, dude. And I'll still laugh my fucking ass off, dude. Like,
As much as I would love a sequel, I just don't think
Nah,
it would hold up.
it doesn't
to-
need it. It
No.
doesn't
Yeah,
need
it,
it.
I
it
don't
wouldn't
know.
hold up. I don't think it would hold up to the original. They would try to either go too over the top with it or try to make it too dark, and I don't think it would work.
Or what they would do is they would Americanize it and it would make it worse.
Ugh.
I'll tell you right now, that's
Yeah.
that's what happened.
That just makes me think of when you guys told me about the train to Busan or whatever.
What's that like
Yeah.
Wreck? Wreck. I love the movie Wreck.
Yes.
It's
I've
Spanish
never
film.
watched
Great.
Quarantine. I've never.
It's a
I'm sorry,
shot for
I
It's
shot
haven't-
the
remake.
same exact. It's a shot for shot remake, but it sucks compared to the original.
Yes,
and
it does.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
if
so
it's
you
be-
mean
if-
Psycho versus Psycho 98?
Oh, don't even
Yeah.
get me
Oh, don't
started.
even go there.
Fucking Psycho 98's the only movie
That's-
I walked out of.
That's the wrong movie to be comparing to its classic because it doesn't exist.
I'm just saying, like, it was a shot for shot remake that didn't need to exist.
And
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn, I'm sorry, great actor, but not for that.
Dude, I didn't even pay to see the movie and I still walked out.
Yeah, that's even better. Did you still demand your money back? 'Cause I would've.
my friend
I
was
would have
the
got
manager,
paid
so-
to walk out. Oh, okay. All right. So, gentlemen, let's fucking rate this bitch. Brody started us off with a 3.5.
Yes, he did.
So, Chad Daddy, if you could.
I'm gonna give it an even 4. I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie.
Hell yeah. Scuba.
I'm gonna give it a 4 because of my favorite movies.
Solid 4. Okay. Bobby Amone.
I'm going to actually agree with Brody on a 3.5. I loved it. It's got some quirks to it, but I loved it. So 3.5, yeah, I would rewind this all day. Yeah.
All right. And let's see. To give it a legit, solid Gore and More score, I'm also going to have to go with the gentleman with the 4. Just because it was a full-on entertaining movie and wasn't the best, but god damn it, man, I
No.
laughed the whole fucking way.
Yes.
It was fun. It was a fun
And
fucking movie.
That's right. That's what his intentions was, and it fucking hit the mark. All right, so we got 3.8 buddies for 2006's.
yeah.
Not too shabby.
So next week we were gonna do 2017's The Ritual, which was my choice. But as y'all heard, if you were paying the fuck attention, we're gonna throw that shit out the window for now. Maybe bring it back. We'll see. And we're gonna do fucking Dog Soldiers instead, which is 2005.
I think
Somewhere.
I feel like that's correct, but I could be wrong.
Could be. Might be. Who knows?
Dog Soldiers is
02.
2002.
Ooh,
Wow, that's way
okay.
earlier than I thought.
So we
was
got the
off by
20th
3
anniversary
years.
for it.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Hold
Wow.
on. I wonder when it dropped. Well, I guess we'll find out.
20th anniversary
This-
passed in May, but let's fucking do it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all right. You know what, man? And I think they're actually one of the Blu-ray companies is dropping a new one, right? A new 4K with it.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it Shout doing that?
Which honestly, this kind of segues perfectly. So, gentlemen, let's get fucking nerdy.
Yeah.
What do y'all got?
Well, John, I think you need to take one because I have it here, but I know I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I do have that, and then Chad actually has more to that. So, I think it's Hasbro is actually coming out with not just Ghostbusters, but that's what Bobby said to be because obviously that's my shtick. But Chad Daddy, what's the list we got?
Yeah, so Hasbro announced that they're coming out with a selfie series project, which allows you to make a 3D printed version. I think they do it for you, but you can immortalize yourself as an action figure. Their first right now they're advertising Ghostbusters, but you can also be Marvel, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, and others. And I think if I remember correctly, I think the price point was around $50 or $60, if I'm not
That's
mistaken.
Yeah,
not
it was
terrible
No, that's
to
not
have a
bad at all.
customized.
No, that's not awful.
No.
And
to
I
have a
would,
customized one, dude.
and I saw that, and like, as much as I want to make myself a Ghostbuster, I want to make figures of the kids as Ghostbusters and do that for like a Christmas present for them.
There you go.
I'm making myself a Ghostbuster. I have to.
And you were correct with the 4K. It is Shout.
Okay, I thought so because I figured because they put the Blu-ray out.
Hell yeah, dude. So, I mean, GI Joes would be cool. I wonder what GI Joe body style you can go with. Like, can I be like? Is it just like Snake Eyes and like?
I know. I think for like they're doing
And here's the
specialized
other thing.
bodies for men and women.
If
So I
if
think
you
they
got to
changed
take
it.
a picture, what kind of face are you going to take that you are going to get immortalized on? Because, like, here's the thing: if I'm going to do GI Joe, I feel like I need to go appropriate. I'm going to shave the beard and leave a handlebar mustache. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be
dude.
right. I need to be full '80s appropriate GI Joe. And
But
yes,
here's the thing: if
With a
you're
cowboy
just
hat.
sending in a photo instead of shaving, just Photoshop, so that way you don't have to shave.
yeah, but maybe I want a handlebar mustache.
You would rock.
I mean, it looked dope. You would rock the fuck out of it,
I don't know, but right down to the nipples, dude. Just straight up all the way to
all the way down.
get the
Yeah,
full connecting like inner chest. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I was
I'm
trying
not that thick down there. Actually, you're what?
I was trying to look up about the selfie series,
Oh,
but it's a whole long thing I got to read first before I delve into
right.
it. So
But that's awesome, dude. So get your own fucking action figure of yourself. With you said Power Rangers, GI Joe, Ghostbusters, and what was those?
I
Marvel,
think they said
Oh, Marvel. That's right. So you can be Spider Man.
you could be
or
Spider
Iron
Man.
Man. Hell yeah.
I could be Dad Bod Thor. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
You could do
Rocket.
you could do your Loki variant.
do my Loki variant.
Oh, I would love to do an Iron Man.
Oh,
There you go. I'm gonna do Hulk, but I'm gonna be really high.
we're
when
gonna
I
have
take
to
the
send them
picture
pictures
so
of
my
your
eyes are
cock
red.
too, so they get that crotch armor.
Nah.
We got. Oh, I
God.
got to get an update on mine.
The cod piece is bigger than the regular figure itself.
Tyler
It's
wants
the
his head
Hulk-
on Rogue.
It's the
'cause he
Hulk
wants that
Buster
cake.
one.
Yes.
God damn, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That 90s cake, dude, on Rogue. Just fucking-
Okay, so let's continue on. I guess they're doing another Fear Street trilogy for Netflix.
Oh,
And
shit.
speaking of
Oh.
Netflix,
Yeah.
they announced today that Rob Zombie's Adams Family is going straight to Netflix.
No, Munster.
mean the Munsters?
Oh, the
Or,
Munsters.
yeah, Munsters. Sorry.
Oh, I
It's
thought you
coming
were
out
actually
the
just
same
trying, I thought you
time.
were trying to poop on it because of the Addams Family thing that's coming
It's
out.
No,
it's
but-
coming out the exact time that Wednesday.
That Wednesday
coming
is. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Which is awesome, I guess, because people are just gonna binge the shit out of them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still
I'm honestly.
on the
Look,
fence,
man,
man.
hold
Because
on. No,
I
no,
know,
no,
no. I'm with you. I agree with most of the shit you say, dude. Honest to God, I still feel like I need to see more to enable to judge it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't want to. I honestly don't want to see any more. I'm
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The Munsters.
No, I mean, I just
wasn't
need
a
to watch it.
serious show.
Honestly,
Well, yeah,
No, I know.
exactly. The Munsters, and I get so irritated. People just fucking shitting on it because it's Rob Zombie. When
Yeah, I know.
Rob Zombie is one of the biggest Munsters fans out there. Like, if anybody's gonna do it right, it's gonna be Rob Zombie. But the fact
Right.
that it's Rob Zombie, people just want to automatically shit on it. You
You're right.
can't have the original Herman Munster. Nobody's ever gonna be the original. You know what I mean? But
No.
I love the fact. I love the look. There's a few things that are off, but
I like that it's
it
an
was a
origin
campy,
story, too.
cheesy show. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, and that's
and it was a
that's my
campy, cheesy
biggest.
show. I love that shit.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's my biggest, like, what I want to say to people that I want to like throw in. I'm like, listen, go out and watch 5 episodes of the Munsters randomly. Like, find it and actually watch it,
Yeah.
and then tell me. And I'm not saying, dude, that shit did win awards back in the day, but I'm like, how much shit was on TV in comparison? You know what I mean? Like, that was a huge show in its time, so of course it's gonna probably win an award.
Yeah. I mean,
But it was still a campy show, man. Like,
Mhm.
you got and let's not forget about there's like 5 different fucking Munsters movies
Mhm.
that all were
Uh,
colorized and shit, which I know a lot of people are bitching about the colorized. It's like, no, man, they've done this shit before. It's
right.
not
But
new.
yeah. So
Like-
this isn't. Yeah. It's nothing new at all. No. Yeah. It's nothing new. But what I'm curious though, I know he's releasing it on Netflix. I mean, it's Rob Zombie. I am curious if somehow it could become a DVD release where it could be black and white and color. which would just be cool to add to
listen, fuck that. Netflix, if they're gonna start dropping DVD or Blu-rays, god damn it, I want Texas Chainsaw 22 first.
Yeah, we need that.
Give me that shit on physical
Agreed.
before
We
fucking
do.
anything
We
else.
do.
Damn it. Netflix
But,
needs to get on that shit too. Although they also said, I think they're gonna start potentially leasing out older shows that they want to get rid of, but they have a lot of seasons to actual other networks. So
That would
yeah.
be nice.
So you might actually see like Netflix shows on like syndicated TV at some point. Never know. I guess we will see.
Nice.
Anything else nerdy, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Also,
Keith,
also
remember
announced.
next
Also announced today, coming in October 11th from Paramount Home Entertainment, is Paranormal Activity: The Ultimate Chills Collection, collecting all 7 Paranormal Activity movies, which includes the first one, all the way up to the latest one, Paranormal Activity: Next of Kin, which is exclusive to this box set.
So I have.
I don't have
six-
any.
I have the 6-pack, so they just added Next to Kin.
Next
Which
to
is what?
Kin.
That was
Yeah.
Hulu.
And
Kaka. It was Kaka.
and there's also a documentary, Unknown Dimension: The Story of Paranormal Activity.
I'd probably buy that.
So I'm gonna say, like I said, man, Paranormal Activity 1 through 5, I
Yeah.
solidly enjoy. 6 was garbage, and
I didn't see 6
I
or
didn't
7.
see 7. So
Which one was 6?
6 was the Ghost Dimension.
Yeah.
That was garbage.
Didn't you say you
But-
liked that one, Steve, or somebody
No.
did?
5.
No, I like the one.
5 was the one where it went. That was the dark. No, what the hell was
The marked ones.
the
marked
marked ones.
That's it, Mark
Yeah,
one.
that
Okay,
one.
yeah.
was
That's what-
fantastic,
okay, that's-
dude. Because like 4 was kind of meh. Like 4 was
Yeah.
okay, but it was just like eh. But dude, the marked ones was cool because it kind of went on a whole different like spin on it. And instead of like a Ouija board scene or anything, dude, they have a scene where the Simon Says. You remember that shit, dude?
Oh,
And the
that
Simon
sounds
Says is
cool.
fun. The best part is, I love the best part is the Mexican grandma in there, dude. I'm sure Steve can definitely could appreciate that. But as soon as like they're like, "Yo, grandma, we're talking to this weird like entity thing," and it's like it does one beep, and she's just like, "Nope, get the fuck that shit out!" Like she just starts fucking yelling at it,
Yeah.
and like, because grandma fucking knows, dude. Get the fuck out of here,
Grandma always knows.
Oh, yes, they do.
dude. Yeah. So Next of Kin was caca, huh?
I didn't like it, man. It just kind of felt off with the entire series. It just, I don't know.
Was it found footage?
It was,
It was still found footage,
but it just, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like it.
6 was weird because like I don't know, they like made it all like because that was like where they had the camera now that could see the ghost and shit.
Yeah,
and
you could
like
see the
that was
ghost,
that's
yeah.
where it like ruined it because it's like no man,
I don't wanna see it.
That's the whole point of Paranormal Activity is to not be able to see this shit and be like, how the fuck did they pull that shit off?
Yeah.
But it looks so good, it actually puts like fucking shivers down your fucking neck, dude. You're like, no, what the fuck?
Yeah. Makes you question things in your house.
Bro, my wife like
Yeah.
will like that. All of our lights will be on when we do a marathon of that shit after like for that night, dude.
She'll see one light go out. That's it. We're moving.
Guys, can you give me 2 minutes? I'll be right back.
Fuck yeah, dude. So is there?
But no, what I was gonna tell you that I fucking zoned out just listening to you all
Go
talk.
ahead.
But when we were younger, we had a Ouija board. We played with it, and our Simon started fucking going off by itself. So when I saw that, so when I saw that
Okay.
scene in the fucking movie, I was like, dude, who the fuck told them? Like,
Fuck that, dude.
what the fuck?
That.
Yeah, and it was in the closet. It was in the closet, and it just started fucking beeping by itself, and we were like, what the fuck? But we were young, dude. We were like fucking, I don't know, like 12, 13 at the time.
Right. That's fucking. Yo, man. So I don't know if you guys saw, but Love and Thunder has taken a hit supposedly.
Yeah, I heard.
Marvel's weekend shit. But here's my problem with that, dude. Is they're like, oh, they're going based off of projected sales off of other movies, right? And I understand, like, you know, it's supposed to be the summer blockbuster and shit. But here's my problem: is like, dude, sometimes summer is just too nice to go inside and watch the movies. And now that people know the shit comes to streaming within 3 months, you know what I mean? Like, I could see that just naturally hurting shit. Just my thoughts.
Yeah, which I feel is very unfortunate, honestly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I went to the theaters and I contributed. I did my part. So
For me, and I stand by it. There's nothing like going to see a movie in the theaters. So for me,
I agree, dude. I fully agree.
it's
And I don't know the
that's-
next one. What's the next one you guys want to go see? I mean, probably Halloween will be the one.
Well, I saw
Or
I
no.
saw Black Phone, I saw Elvis, and obviously Halloween. That I got some news on that too.
Go ahead.
Well, I
Uh,
heard there was a rumor that it's not going to be the last one.
hold on.
Fuck off. Are you serious? They
No,
said
no,
right
no,
from
no,
the
no, no,
get-go.
no. Hold on. Give me a second, goddamn it. Fucking
All right.
kids. So the trailer for Halloween Ends is dropping this Wednesday, July 20th. I also heard more that there were 2 test screenings this past, I believe, weekend. One was in New York and one was in New Jersey. Now, there was one test screening that went over really well. And then they had another version of the film and it didn't go over so well.
Okay.
So I think they're playing around with, obviously, this one didn't like this, they like this, but I don't know how many more they're going to do. So I'm very curious. I'm obviously excited for the movie. I know a lot of people are like, oh God, this trilogy. Yeah, okay. Some of you accepted some things in the past. I say it all the time, but I digress. And as far as it being the last one, I mean, we had a feeling, but when in terms of movies, maybe, but I know they want to do a series. And by series, I mean TV series.
Stop.
Well, what I heard is it's not going to be the last Halloween. Halloween Ends will not be the last Halloween, but what I'm hoping is that they go and they do the anthology
like originally
plan to do.
intended.
That
That
we get
is
a remake. Give me a remake of 3. Fine. I'm okay. I'd be make of 3 and then continue
Yes.
an anthology series that has nothing fucking to do with Michael Myers until people
Or
start
they
bitching
do-
and complaining again, and they give me another Michael Myers film down the road.
Or they do a sequel to 3, whichever. One of the two. I wouldn't mind either one.
So what if you go? And I know this might rile some things up, but what if you go like originally zombies H2 intentions, but you make the new granddaughter go so sick schizo she becomes Myers? Too much?
That would make sense, though. That would actually
Yeah,
make sense
and
in the
I would be
direction the
cool with
series is
that.
going.
I would be cool with that, like
Because she's
down
gone
the
through
road.
so much shit that we've seen, and we know that this one skips what extra 5 or 10 years or some bullshit like that.
2 years.
It's only 2.
Wait, no. You're talking about this one or his Halloween?
Halloween
two?
Ends.
Kills from ends. Like there's a
4.
there's a
4.
That's it. I thought it was longer than that.
No,
All
it's
right,
only
anyways.
4 years.
But yeah, dude. At some point, like listen, man. Like even I like to see sometimes new stories of shit, dude. But I feel like once you did this, give it a solid like 10 to 15 years to bring them back again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
just let it be. Do something else. I don't know, man.
I'm down with that too. Honestly, I do think it's going to be good, and I really hope it is. But I hate just how a lot of people already are shitting on it, and you have nothing on it.
We need a grouping. We need a new grouping of horror icons.
Yeah,
the problem-
but it's really hard though because
I know it is. I know it is, and you can't just make it and say these are the ones that are going to be it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
because I mean the top 4, the Mount Rushmore of
Horror.
of horror slashers. You got Jason, Michael,
Freddy,
Leatherface, Freddy.
Freddy.
right?
I mean, who can replace those?
Right, but
It's
then if you
tough.
go old school, you go Universal monsters. Before that, you got
Yeah,
Wolfman, Frank.
Right.
So it's like, and you can kind of go smaller sections. Like obviously, like after those, you have Ghost. So you know what I mean. You could do like The Ring and blah blah blah.
yeah.
But there's nothing Mount Rushmore ish that has come about
No.
since.
The
Well,
only
and I
other
think
one.
because nothing's scary anymore.
No.
We're so desensitized in this world that nothing really scares us anymore.
Well, the shit that scares us are the things that are potential, like okay, zombies or machines taking over.
And we've had that already too.
Or zombie machines.
Which we also have already had.
Technically.
Mm-hmm.
Like
What the hell was that? What the hell was that movie? Oh my god!
Night
Army
of
of
the
the
Dead
Dead
3.
Army of the Dead, and Night of the Living Dead 3.
Yeah, Army of the Dead too. Yeah.
Yeah. The only other horror slasher that I would even consider iconic of modern is like Victor Crowley, and that's not a big
Leslie
one.
Vernon.
Leslie Vernon, yeah.
Bobby
Like
wouldn't
you
know.
would know.
Bobby wouldn't
Like
know.
you would know. You wouldn't know though. You wouldn't know though, Bobby.
No, he wouldn't.
You wouldn't know.
Listen, I'll give you Leslie Vernon, Victor Crowley. I would even throw the Collector in there because he's getting a new one coming out. I
He
think
is. I think it's going to call it The Collection, right?
Right there, Bobby.
Lisa.
Right there.
The Collected.
Collected. Yes.
I'll watch. Fine.
I know, Bob. You still owe me that,
You know something? I'll have to see if it's on here.
dude. Imagine if we could do a watch along of that movie. That'd be awesome.
That would be fucking awesome because that movie's so great. It's filmed so good.
Hell yeah! All right, gentlemen. So, is there anything else we got to get nerdy on, or
NECA RoboCop 35th Anniversary Ultimate Edition figures coming out very soon.
Yes. Oh, and by the way,
Nice.
yesterday was RoboCop's 35th anniversary.
Yes, it
well,
was.
hot
Very
damn.
nice.
So, do we want to announce what we want to do for 200? Or do
Not
we still
yet.
need to talk about it, or do we want to? I mean,
I think we're pretty much decided on it.
I'm
Or do we
fine
wanna
with
save it
announcing
for next
Chad
week?
Daddy. It's up to you, though.
Go ahead and announce it, guys. I
Well,
will just say
yeah.
this for those of you that actually watch along.
this
Make
is for
sure you tune in for it. This is
Yeah.
for the live audience, so get as many people as you can to watch with us. Because Big Johnny D, what's our
Well,
200th episode?
We're gonna try to do what's something we've talked about for the last fucking 4
4
years. and
years.
we are going to try to do an actual full watch along. And of course, we got to go with a public domain movie, but we are going to go with the ultimate public domain horror movie that everybody knows that's in every other fucking horror movie. And that is very fitting, actually, because this episode obviously spawned the genre. But we are going to do George Romero's Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
Yeah,
Black
baby.
and white
So
version.
Get your popcorn. Get your popcorn. Get your sodas. Get your candies and your pickles, and watch with us, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
So this is
Engage
not-
us in the chat too, because
this
that's
is
not-
that chat. I want that chat to be lively.
This is not next week. Next week is Dog Soldiers.
Yes.
But this is for the
Yes.
upcoming 200. I think we'll try to be better about it with promoting that one for sure. Because obviously the more people we have in the chat and everything, the way better it is. And hopefully, people just throw it on their, even if they hop in for fucking 10 minutes or something, dude. Like,
Now,
who doesn't see Night of the Living Dead and you're like, ooh, you know what I mean? And just kinda
Yeah.
check a little bit of it out.
question: did we decide? Are we doing the black and white, or are we doing the colorized?
I think we decided the black and white.
I think
originally.
black and white's the
All
best.
right.
I like the
Yeah.
colorized. I do, but I feel
Nah,
the black
and
and white
white.
is the most fitting for, I mean, it's the OG, dude. We got to.
Yeah.
It's the version we all saw first.
Yes.
I do like the colorized one, and if you've never checked it out, I do suggest checking it out. It's
Yes. Very faithful.
the high tones are just, I love it, dude. It's ridiculous. It's awesome. It's very 60s movie feel to me. Like
That pink is pank.
it
Yeah.
really is, dude. It pops.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
It is. That pink is pank.
I don't know,
Fucking right,
because now I'm kind of hoping. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should do the colorized because that would give us even more to talk about.
Listen,
Actually,
I've
yeah,
never
never
seen
seen the
the
colorized version.
Me neither.
Oh shit!
Hey, what's up, Tim?
What's up,
Tim?
Tim? To the party. Listen, we still got one more episode to make it legit, but that is the movie that we are doing.
Yes.
Yes.
George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Whether we decide to do colorized or original black and white, maybe we can even get the Boss Man on. We'll see, and we'll also let everybody know if we got to do it a little bit earlier. Maybe we'll start that at 6, just because obviously. Well, what is the length of?
That's
kind
of hard to do because Scuba's.
Oh, that's right. All right, so you know what? Never mind. Don't listen to what I just said.
Wait. What day? Hold on. What day is that though?
August
2
1st.
weeks.
August 1st. I will already be back on my regular days. So
All right. Well,
I get out of work at 4:30.
Oh, okay.
Whatever
So
I
we
have to
could do
jump
the
on
6
late,
then.
it's fine.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot the time difference.
yes. All right.
Yeah,
So
you're
let's
only an
see.
hour ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? So the movie's only an hour and 37 minutes, and we're at an hour and 41 right now.
Yeah,
no-
so that's gonna
never
fit
mind.
yeah. So it fits
So-
perfect.
Yeah, they're
What we'll do is
We're
we're gonna come
fine.
in, we're gonna introduce that episode, and then we're gonna go fucking Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, where
Yeah.
everybody's a little bit like this, and we'll be watching the movie with all of us underneath.
Yeah, we're not even
And,
gonna do. We won't even get to do slice of life. We're just gonna jump right
No,
in.
we're
No,
Jump right into the
fuck
movie.
that shit, dude. It's gonna be. You know what? We're celebrating the big number. We're doing something
And
completely
everybody dress
offbeat.
fancy. We should all dress
Ooh.
fancy.
You got it. I'll dress fancy. I'll dress fancy for that shit.
All right,
I just bought a brand new polo.
dude. If I could somehow
Yeah, you
show
did.
up like George Romero,
Yeah.
gotta get his
Get
big
that
old
white
fucking
beard. Get that.
get-
You do
get
you
the
do
big old
that.
glasses.
You
dude, like-
have the beard, bro.
Yeah.
You do that. I'm gonna do the George Costanza, the timeless art of seduction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right on that bed. You better be right on that fucking bed.
every dad when their friend comes over after 6 p.m. Alrighty. All right, gentlemen. Well, shit, dude. So yeah, next week, join us for Dog Soldiers 2002. I'm very
buddy.
excited, dude. It actually gives me a reason to fucking watch that movie.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
We've talked about it enough on the show, dude. So I feel like it is
we have.
it's appropriate time. We just did a werewolf movie. We're doing crazy, you know what I mean? Fuck it, dude. It's fitting. So, all right, Chad Daddy, you want to start this bitch off as we sign us out?
Be my pleasure. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy saying, I'll see you next week, bitches.
This is your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, the ghost daddy, the cryptid keeper, the sinister minister, Lord Scuba Cabra saying, see you later, you primitive screwheads.
This is your killing machine, Bobby and Moan, saying, have you seen my boomstick lately? Catch you next week.
Yeah. This is your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D saying adios, Gorehounds. And remember, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.